Kchw 102.7, Rob Owen, and Another Breath. It's Northern Lights Public Radio. So excited to have returning visitors to our studio, and we're talking about Brad Keeler and Jackie Fox. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
All right, so it was quite a while ago. You guys were both here, and you did a concert, and I believe we've got some guests in the studio, too. We have Angelique, and we have Doug Heisey, and we have Lisa, and I know Doug. Lisa, were you at the concert, too? The last one?
Yes.
All right. So we got to see Jackie Fox and the Hound, which is a band you guys do that's a four-piece, correct?
We do. It was four-piece. We've just added an additional Hound to the pack.
No way.
Yes, Phil Kleinman. He is a dobro, banjo, steel guitar player.
Ooh, I love dobros.
Yes, and harmonica. And so we had the pleasure of recruiting him this summer when we needed a substitute for our fiddle player, Philip Brown. He was out of town. And so we had him come do a gig in North Idaho Fairgrounds with us and asked him to jump on board. He's in several groups, and why not add one more to his routine, right?
so Jackie, you have all these hounds. Is there a vetting process you go through?
You know, my vet bills get pretty high. And it was funny, as we just did a show at the Inland Northwest Bluegrass Music Association this last weekend, and I was commenting how hard it is to herd hounds. They're like herding cats. You know, so
so you have large adoption fees.
Yes,
huh?
yes. My food bill gets pretty hefty. Can I do a quick shout out to my grandson Tyler?
You can.
Tyler, hi.
All right.
Grandma loves you.
All right.
All right.
So, yeah, is he tuned in today online?
He's supposed to be jumping on a school bus, so I think he's going to be watching this feed later.
Okay. All right. We are recording it, so we like to post these up on YouTube as if the recordings come out. We are streaming it live at kchw.org. Also, you can catch that on Vaughn TV. So it's vaughnlive.tv, and you type in KCHW, it pops up there too. You can listen on your radio, you can listen on your smartphone through Radio Deck or TuneIn. So many ways to catch this. We like the video. We got some awesome shots. We got a shot. We can see a couple of our live audience members, and we've got some close-ups here when they play of Brad and Jackie too. Now, you guys go out and you do a duet, which you're doing for us today, and you call that Fancee That. Tell us a little bit about how this came to be.
Right, and that's spelled with two E's.
Two
E's.
F-A-N-C-E-E.
And why is it spelled with two E's?
Well, actually, we discovered there's another band that
is.
uses the name Fancee That.
Yes.
In the traditional
Yes,
spelling.
in North Dakota. That was the first thing. It was two ladies, and we were going to do a venue, and they posted their website instead of us for a local gig, and then we realized that's going to be a problem. And then we were working up a website on Reverb Nation, and we put in fancythat.com just to just kind of look around, actually not on Reverb Nation, but just on the web, and it brought up a lingerie site. So we thought, okay, we're just having a little trouble with our name, so we just changed the spelling, and you can go to fancythat.net, and that will pull up our Reverb Nation page.
All right. Excellent. Well, what are you guys going to start off with today, and then we'll talk some more?
Oh, we have well, being that it's morning, and
Yes.
musicians are often lazy in the morning,
Closer.
we're going to be doing this song called It's My Lazy Day, and this is from the 1940s. Goes something like this. Well, I might have gone fishing, I've been thinking it over. The road to the river,
It's a mighty long way. It must be the season. No rhyme or reason.
just taking it easy. It's my lazy day. Well, never mind calling, 'cause I ain't a-comin'. Just pass me by.
Go on your way, 'cause a little deep thinking might drive me to drinking.
Just taking it easy. It's my lazy day. I'm finding it easy to mind my own business. I'm keeping my nose out of everyone's way.
Ain't taking no orders, ain't talking to people,
Just taking it easy.
it's my lazy day.
Well, I might have gone fishing. I've been thinking it over. The road to the river,
It's a mighty long way. It must be the season. No rhyme or reason.
just taking it easy.
It's my lazy day.
It's my lazy
day. It's my lazy day.
There you go.
Yes, a lazy day, in fact. Fall morning,
Oh.
fog outside. I want to just get back in my jammies and crawl back into bed.
Yep.
So what did you think? I know you were already talking about, Jackie, that it's hard to sing in the morning. Where did you guys travel from today to get here to Chewila?
Spokane.
Spokane? So not too awful far, but you had to get up really early.
Yeah, I had to get up earlier than musicians usually get up.
Yeah, I took about a 3 or 4 hour nap, before coming, and so I'll be taking a 3 or 4 hour nap later.
So now, do you guys play in any other groups, either one of you?
Brad does.
Yeah, well, in fact, we should mention that this coming weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we'll be performing as Jackie Fox and the Hounds with our other band members at the Spokane Fall Folk Festival.
Oh, wow. Where's that at? Come a little closer to your mic, too.
Yeah, it's at Spokane Community College.
Okay.
And it's Saturday and Sunday. It's free admission. There's no admission charge. And has regional and local artists playing all kinds of music.
In the Lair building, and Jackie Fox and the Hounds will be on the Bluegrass stage 11:30 till noon on Saturday. And Brad Keeler will be in...
Right, and you mentioned the other bands that were in. I have a Brad Keeler trio, and the trio is playing at 4:30 on Saturday on the Bistro stage. And then I have an electric band called Level 4, and we'll be playing at 12:30 on Sunday.
Wow. Now, what kind of music does the electric band do?
Actually, we're doing some of my original music, but it kind of just falls into the category of blues and jazz and maybe some kind of something with a sound kind of like a little rockabilly sound for the Level 4 band.
Okay.
And that's electric.
Nice.
I have another plug, too, if I
Okay,
may.
you may.
Prior to Saturday is Friday. That's just, day after tomorrow?
Yep, 2 days.
So Jackie Fox and the Hounds will be live on TV 28 because we love getting up so early in the morning. That show will be from 8 a.m. till 9 a.m. on the morning edition of TV 28. For Gotta Hear This segment. And a girlfriend of mine, Donna in Spokane, mentioned, hey, Jackie, you and your group, submit for that. So Eric, the producer of that show, liked what we submitted and asked that Jackie Fox and the Hounds be a part of that morning program. And Fancy That, also our duo, we will be a part of that program December 14th.
Wow.
So both of our groups will be on that show. But this Friday, yes, bring your coffee, sit in your jammies, tune on the tube, and check out Jackie Fox and the Hounds live. We will just be taking out each of their commercial breaks, is my understanding, and then you can also watch it live on YouTube or Facebook.
And I'm going to be performing with another musical partner, Linda Parman, and I are playing in Deer Park at the Deer Park Library tomorrow evening.
Wow.
Thursday evening.
So Brad, can I say you get around?
This has been an extremely busy fall for me. We're actually, Linda and I are doing 8 concerts for the Spokane County Library District, and they're of a historical nature. We're playing songs from World War I.
Wow.
To commemorate the 100th anniversary of the end of that war on November 11th.
Okay. All right. So play us a couple more songs, and then I've got a bunch more questions for you. But we
Okay.
want to hear you play, right?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Next is a song that I wrote called Broken Heart Standard Time.
You got to get closer to that mic,
Yeah,
buddy.
you keep pulling back.
Yep.
Sun comes up and sun goes down.
I see the hands of the clock roll around,
I flip the calendar month to month.
and the days fall past in a line.
When you're living on broken heart standard time. Living on broken heart standard time. Living on broken heart standard time. Doesn't matter much the time of year.
Doesn't matter if it's cloudy or clear,
Or if the ground's covered up in snow.
or even if the warm summer winds gently blow.
When you're living on broken heart standard time. Living on broken heart standard time. Living on broken heart standard time. The rhythm of the old clock on the mantle sounds a bit off, don't you see? Like the beat of my heart is not quite the same since you walked out on me. Well, I don't want to sing the blues anymore.
But ever since you walked out that door,
What happened to our old happy song?
with your voice just singing along,
Before we reset the clocks to broken heart standard time. Reset the clocks to broken heart standard time. Reset the clocks to broken heart standard time. Thank you. Thank you.
we just did set our clocks back last weekend, so
You did.
but not to
And-
Broken Heart Standard Time. Let's hope.
I did. Keep going, you guys. This is great.
Another song. Wait, here's one that Jackie wrote recently, and we're both songwriters. So when we do our larger shows, we often use a lot of original music, and this is one that Jackie wrote this summer called "Bobbing Along."
Yeah. This song was inspired actually by a listing. I joined an association called Taxi, something that you can submit songs for placement to TV, radio, or artists and so forth. And they had this listing for a song, and so I got inspiration to write this. I didn't get it submitted in time, but nonetheless I wrote a song, so hey, here we go. So bob along with us. 2, 3, yeah. Singing a tune midday around noon, waiting for the light from the silvery moon, doing all I can to keep my life afloat. Just bobbing along in waves without a boat, counting the fish swimming past the line, making a wish, one'll be mine. Talk to myself to pass the time of day. Just bobbing along, what else can I say? Working hard to keep my head above water. Kinda hurts when folks keep slamming every door. People asking me, honey, what's the matter? While I'm bobbing to find my way to the shore. Bob along, Brad. Staying afloat in this life you see, counting the sharks trying to get me, counting my blessings one day at a time. Just bobbing along in waves without a dime. Working hard to keep my head above water. Kinda hurts when folks keep slamming every door. People asking me, honey, what's the matter? While I'm bobbing to find my way to the shore. Bob along. Singing a tune midday around noon, waiting for the light from the silvery moon, doing all I can to keep my life afloat. Just bobbing along in waves without a boat. Yeah, just bobbing along in waves without a boat.
Wow.
You ever feel like you're just bobbing along in life? I know
yeah.
I do.
What a great song, and you wrote that.
Yes, I did.
I mean that's a feel-good song.
Oh, thanks.
All right, good job.
you.
So how long have you guys been playing together in your various bands?
Actually, since on and off since 2004.
All right.
Yeah.
And how did you meet?
Longhorn Barbecue on Argonne.
Yeah,
well, and how that happened is they used to host a bluegrass concert there. The Kiwanis.
Yeah, it was like every Wednesday night.
Yes,
like
and
that.
they would do an open mic. And I had just moved from the west side of the state to Spokane in 2004. We moved here, my husband and I, to get closer to our Montana home. I actually live in Troy, Montana most of the time. And anyways, I saw the sign Bluegrass Music and thought, gosh, I want to go. I love bluegrass. I haven't been to any venue. I invited a girlfriend from work, and we went there, and I still remember it, a gal, Lynn, there, volunteer. She came up just real friendly and said, oh, do you want to sign up for an open mic? Do you play an instrument? Do you sing? And I'm like, well, I only know a few songs by heart, and it was always my passion to sing and songwrite, but I was really bashful growing up. And my stepdad was my main influence. In fact, this is his guitar he left me. He passed away a few years ago. And anyways, he said, she goes, you don't have to have a guitar. There's these musicians here. They're just really super friendly. Just, go work up a song and go up there. And I was like, oh, I don't know. So she came back and asked me again, and I thought, well, why not? I know 3 songs by heart. I'll
go. Yeah.
And so, in fact, Dave McCrae, he's a local Spokane songwriter, musician, and boy, I'm having a brain fart now.
You probably
anyways,
did a jam with them.
I did.
And did a couple of songs.
Yes,
yeah.
and went up there and did that. And from that moment, that's where I met folks like Brad and a few others from that open mic in the music community, the bluegrass folk music community.
A good place to meet people.
And I was invited, and they
Musicians.
came up after and said, oh, do you know about this, this, and this? And so then that's what led me to doing what I'm doing now.
Excellent.
In a roundabout way.
All right. Had you ever performed on stage really before that? Because you said you only knew 3 songs.
No, just karaoke.
Wow. Well,
I
you're
would
a
go
natural.
to festivals and I would be encouraged to sit in a jam on occasion, and I, as much as I wasn't very comfortable with that, it took me a while to get comfortable in my skin. But again, it was something. I'm a late bloomer in life. What can I say?
Well, we've got on the couch, and I'm going to switch the webcam. We've got a couple other late bloomers. And I happen to know that Doug and Lisa, he's getting embarrassed now. I can tell he's doing that hand over the head thing.
He's just like,
so Doug and Lisa have been taking some singing lessons, and I think that's kind of why they wanted to sit in on this today to see you guys in action. What would you have any kind of advice for aspiring singers?
Well, I've never taken any lessons, but I think that's a great start. Karaoke, like I said, for me, that was kind of my thing for getting comfortable in vocals, because I have a hard time remembering lyrics, mostly, even songs I write. But just getting out there and going to jams, any community events, or any area, if you're traveling around, Google and see where they have open mics or jam sessions. I know in Spokane there are many great opportunities, just depending on your style of music that you're interested in. But Auntie's, I know on Sundays, has a beginner jam session. That's
Auntie's
full.
Bookstore.
Yeah, Auntie's Bookstore.
They've been doing that
Lavana,
for like 20 years
it used to be Ernie Vollmer back when it really helped me get comfortable. Nice circle jam, whether you play an instrument or not, you don't have to play an instrument. You can go and take your songbook, or if you have it all in your head, then just, and ask the musicians that are there that are, what am I looking for, are comfortable playing, songs. Let's say, for instance, just a 3-chord song like Your Cheating Heart, or
Auntie's is a great
You Are
place
My
to do
Sunshine or something.
like
And,
you talk about karaoke.
yeah.
We did a recital this spring.
Oh, great.
And first time on stage, and
Real loud.
First time on stage, and we got done, and one of the first people that walked up after the recital was over, they said, so you've been singing a lot of karaoke, huh? And I go, I've never sang karaoke in my life. So it's like, maybe that's something that I've been missing out on there, because I could listen to it, but I never pictured myself as reading a screen and actually singing it with that music. But it makes total sense.
So I know a lot of musicians are actually anti-karaoke.
You're correct. Yeah.
Why don't we do another song? Let's do another song.
Well, no, but hold on. So where are you two from?
Here.
Oh, okay. You're right here in
Clayton.
Chewelah and Clayton. Okay.
Clayton,
All right. Well, I would check with your local community boards and just maybe check on that. And then you have a great connection here with Scott.
Oh, we do. We're just trying to get her.
Yeah. What kind of music are you doing?
Oh, little John Prine. John Mellencamp,
love it. I was in a John Prine tribute band with Dan Marvickson, and our lead singer Lance passed away, unfortunately. But we had a group called Bruised Orange, and great music that's acceptable in in any circle.
We're working on Angel from Montgomery.
Oh yeah.
Together.
And John Mellencamp, what a storyteller and poet.
He's going to be in Spokane in April.
And I really like
I love
his
John
music, and
Mellencamp as well.
One of his recent songs, Save Some Time, is just a great tune. One of his newer ones, but really good.
You might want to check out just some of the Folklore Society and the Inland Northwest Bluegrass Music Association. If you go to SpokaneBluegrass.org, they'll tell you of jams and festivals.
Actually, there's 2 days of jamming at the Fall Folk Festival at Spokane Community College. When you walk into the Lair corridor, they have
Is
the
that
auditorium.
on Mission, or is that up?
No, that's right. That's the one. It's Spokane Community, not Spokane Falls, but the one. Yeah, and when you walk in the door, there's going to be half a dozen jam circles that you can just stand there and sing with people. It's totally, anybody can participate in it.
How fun.
So
Yeah,
that
it's
might
great
be something to
times.
check out this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, singing all day long right there in the lobby.
Cool.
All right, so we're looking forward. He doesn't know it yet, but Doug and Lisa will be opening probably our next concert. They don't know that yet.
Oh, yay! And when is your next concert?
We haven't scheduled it. I was trying to do one for the 9th, but I couldn't get enough bands lined up. And I appreciate, Brad, you volunteered to play again, but I always have to have at least 3, and I was having a hard time getting it
sure.
coordinated. So, and we get so many Christmas concerts around the holidays. I'm probably looking at, after the first of the year, doing another little show and a fundraiser and stuff. So, because it gets awful busy. All right, so here we go again. You guys got a couple more songs you can play for us?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Do this one
Sure.
right here, another song from the 1940s. I particularly like old music.
All right. If you just tuned in, it's Brad Keeler and Jackie Fox
Hi.
McIntyre and their duet, Fancy That, live on KCHW.
Okay, so this is called Baby That Sure Would Go Good. A little walk with you sure would go good. A little talk with you sure would go good. A little table where the candles glow. Down at that little place we used to go. I'd hold your hand in mine just like the old times.
Baby, that sure would go good. A little music and lots of time. A little dancing with your cheek to mine. A little laughter and your little sighs. And love shining in your pretty eyes. The way it used to shine back when you were mine. Baby, that sure would go good.
Baby, baby,
Baby, baby,
baby, baby,
baby, baby.
why don't you come back where you belong? I miss you in the morning all through the day and all night long. A little talk with you sure would go good.
A little walk with you sure would go good.
I'd hold you in my arms so close to me.
With everything the way it used to be.
I feel your lips on mine just like the old times.
Baby, that sure would go good.
Baby, baby,
Baby, baby,
baby, baby,
baby, baby.
why don't you come back where you belong? I miss you in the morning all through the day and all night long. A little walk with you sure would go good.
A little talk with you sure would go good.
A little table where the candles glow.
Down at that little place we used to go.
I'd hold your hand in mine just like the old times.
Baby, that sure would go good.
Baby, that sure would go good. Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks. Here's another song I wrote. In a bluegrass style of things. We do it frequently with our band. Let's see. Sorry, my
called-
strap on my guitar just came off, so
It's
I'm
called
having a
Still
wardrobe
Loving
malfunction. Let's see.
You don't have those.
Nothing revealing. That's a good thing. Let's get in the right gear. All right, Still Loving You. 2, 3, yeah. You look at me like no one has ever saw before, and make me feel like no one has ever felt and more. You don't know how much I I miss you whenever you're away. I think about you often and wish that you could stay. I pray each night and wonder if you feel the same way too. When I awake each morning from slumber, I start each day still loving you. I start each day still loving you. Your sweet tender kisses and yearn for your warm embrace. I miss the times we spent together and long to see your face. I still remember the first time you looked into my eyes. My soul was so uplifted, it soared into the skies. I pray each night and wonder if you feel the same way too. When I awake each morning from slumber, I start each day still loving you. I start each day still loving you. If you feel the same way too. When I awake each morning from slumber, I start each day still loving you. I start each day still loving you.
All right, Brad Keeler on the guitar. That was some crazy picking. Oh, I want to thank you guys so much for coming in, and I want you to play us out with one last song. But before, we've got a break coming up. But before that, can you guys give us the simplest information you have if somebody would like to book you, and then run down one more time where people can catch you in case they want to take notes?
Why don't you go ahead?
Okay, so you can go to www.fancythat.net. You can email us at fancythat2@yahoo.com, and fancy is spelled with 2 E's. You can also go to JackieFoxandTheHounds.com if you want to reach us that way as well.
And you're on Facebook
yes,
too, right?
We are on Facebook, and we love doing retirement parties, weddings, any type of gig, company events, festivals.
Fundraisers.
And yes, we are for fundraisers, yes. And yes, we are for hire, and we would love to play in your venue. So please reach out to us. Thank you. We're going to leave you with a song that Brad wrote. Brad Keeler wrote this song, Transcontinental Highway Blues.
All right, before you start, we only got 5 people in here. Can we all give them a big round of applause for driving in from Spokane?
Thank you so much for having us, Scott. We love you.
We love you guys. You come back anytime. Once again, Jackie Fox McIntyre and Brad Keeler. Thank you, guys.
Well, I'm over here, you're over there.
Sometimes it's so life, it just ain't fair.
I got the
Transcontinental Highway Blues.
Transcontinental Highway Blues. Seems like I'm always saying goodbye.
Feeling bad and that ain't no lie.
I got the
Transcontinental Highway Blues. Transcontinental Highway Blues.
Might go by way of Texas.
Might go by way of Tennessee.
Don't matter which way I may go, I'm wishing you were here with me. Well, I could search high and I could search low.
Don't matter which way I might go.
I got the
Transcontinental Highway Blues. Transcontinental Highway Blues.
I could search the land, could search the sea,
And never find a love like you are to me.
I got the Transcontinental Highway Blues. Transcontinental Highway Blues. I might go by way of Texas,
Might go by way of Tennessee.
don't matter which way I may go, I'm
Wishing you were here with me.
Well, I'm packing my bags once again.
Ain't settled down since I don't know when.
I got the
Transcontinental Highway Blues. Transcontinental Highway Blues. Transcontinental Highway Blues. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
It's 9:03.
This portion of programming brought to you by
Joella Florin Wall.